the people we lost, ignoring the winter and the coming of frost.
The field is a gallery, the ribs and the jaws, governed by ancient and pitiless laws.
I'll dig a new furrow in the hardened debris
to find a small corner for you and for me.
White as the ivory, hard as the hate, standing outside of the cemetery gate, working the rows in the bone orchard field, waiting for the harvest that the spirit will yield. Nothing but calcium, nothing but dust, the only two people that I'm ever gonna trust. Gather the wreckage, build us a home deep in the garden of the ivory and bone.
Are like lanterns with no candles inside, witnessing the ego and the death of the pride. I'll hang my transgressions on the branches of pine and wait for the judgment of the cosmic design. The worms are the weavers of a subterranean lace, covering the lines of a beautiful face. We're part of the cycle, we're part of the ground, where the meaning of the silence is finally found. White as the ivory, hard as the hate, standing outside of the cemetery gate, working the rows in the bone orchard field, waiting for the harvest that the spirit will yield. Nothing but calcium, nothing but dust, the only two people that I'm ever gonna trust. Gather the wreckage, build us a home deep in the garden of the ivory and bone. Fossilized beat of a stubborn heart.
Nothing is wasted, nothing is gone, just waiting for the light of the eternal dawn. Bone orchard, dig deep, working the rows in the bone orchard field, waiting for the harvest that the spirit will yield. Nothing but calcium, nothing but dust, the only two people that build us a home deep in the garden of the ivory and bone.
Bone orchard,
bone orchard, the bone orchard,
bone orchard.
The pews are all covered in a fine gray silt, beneath the high rafters that the ancestors built. I'm reading the scripture from a moth-eaten page, the wisdom of sorrow and the comfort of age.
The preacher is silent, the choir's gone home, leaving the spirits in the chapel to roam. I've got a suitcase of sins and a bucket of tears,
trying to outrun the ghost of my fears. Dry as the desert, old as the light, looking for mercy in the middle of the night. Singing the words of a dusty gospel tonight, chasing the shadow, looking for the light. Hey, it's not in the temple, it's not in the stone, it's in the vibration of the skin and the bone. A worn out salvation, a raggedy grace, found in the lines of a beautiful face.
The hymnal is missing the notes of the joy, the simple belief of a girl and a boy.
Now we're just wanderers in a parched holy land, holding the truth in a trembling hand. The incense is powder,
the water is sand,
scattered like seeds across a desolate strand. But the rhythm is ancient and the melody's deep, waking the faith that was falling asleep. Dry as the desert, old as the light, looking for mercy in the middle of the night. Singing the words of a dusty gospel tonight, chasing the shadow, looking for the light. It's not in the temple, it's not in the stone, it's in the vibration of the skin and the bone. A worn out salvation, a raggedy grace, found in the lines of a beautiful face. The only religion that's worthy of trust. Dusty gospel, hear the sound, singing the words of a dusty gospel tonight. Dusty gospel tonight, chasing the shadow, looking for the light. It's not in the stone, it's in the vibration of the skin and the bone. A worn out salvation, a raggedy grace, found in the lines of a beautiful face. Dusty gospel, dusty gospel, the dust. Flowers only bloom in the center of a dream, beside the reflection of a pale moonbeam. I'm drinking the liquid of a phantom desire, a cool kind of honey and a cold kind of fire.
the bees are all spirits with translucent wings, humming the melody that the universe sings.
I'm tasting the essence of a love that is gone before the arrival of the terrifying dawn. Sweeter than the truth, lighter than the air, a beautiful blessing and a haunting prayer. 60 seconds of the ghostly nectar tonight, chasing the flavor of a vanished light. It's it's on the tip of the tongue, it's in the back of the throat. A rhythmic translation of a spiritual note. Drink it all down, let the vision blur. In the ghostly nectar of the way that we were.
The orchard is a memory of a summer long dead, wrapped in the fabric of the things that we said.
I'll gather the harvest of the shadows and mist, to find the sweetness that we haven't yet missed.
The bottle is empty, but the scent is so strong,
echoing the chorus of a forgotten song.
we're fed by the absence,
we're drunk on the void, in the beautiful ruins of the world we destroyed. Sweeter than the truth, lighter than the air, a beautiful blessing and a haunting prayer. 60 seconds of the ghostly nectar tonight, chasing the flavor of a vanished light. It's on the tip of the tongue, it's in the back of the throat. A rhythmic translation of a spiritual note. Drink it all down, let the vision blur. In the ghostly nectar of the way that we were.
Making the history
feel so divine. Ghostly nectar, taste me. 60 seconds of the ghostly nectar tonight, chasing the flavor of a vanished light. It's on the tip of the tongue, it's in the back of the throat. A rhythmic translation of a spiritual note. Drink it all down, let the vision blur. In the ghostly nectar of the way that we were. Ghostly nectar.
drink it down.
Ghostly nectar. Oh, ghostly nectar. The courtroom is empty, the jury has fled, leaving the echoes of the things that were bled. I'm holding the gavel with a trembling hand, a stranger in a dark and a lawless land.
The evidence is piled like a mountain of ash, the ghost of the lightning and the thunderous crash. I'm standing in the dark with a collar of gray, waiting for the words that you're too afraid to say. Hazy as a dream, thick as the fog, lost in the pages of a forgotten log. Wait for the smoky verdict tonight, where the gray of the shadow meets the edge of the light. No guilty or innocent,
no right or no wrong, just the weary conclusion of a lifelong song. The ink is a cloud, The paper is haze, judging the map of our wandering days.
The witness is silent, the record is torn, a testament to all of the things we have sworn. I'll offer a bribe of 1,000 regrets to cancel the weight of our emotional debts.
The lamp on the desk is a flickering sun, watching the threads of the story unspun. We're sentenced to wander, we're sentenced to stay in the middle of the mist where the colors turn gray. Hazy as a dream, thick as the fog, lost in the pages of a forgotten log. Wait for the smoky verdict tonight, where the gray of the shadow meets the edge of the light.
No guilty or innocent,
no right or no wrong, just the weary conclusion of a lifelong song. The ink is a cloud, the paper is haze, judging the map of our wandering days.
Let the vision blur. The only true justice is the way that we
were. No need for the chains, no need for the cell. The truth is a secret that we'll never tell.
Smoky verdict, judge me.
Wait for the smoky verdict tonight, where the gray of the shadow meets the edge of the light.
No guilty or innocent,
no right or no wrong, just the weary conclusion of a lifelong song. The ink is a cloud, the paper is haze, judging the map of our wandering days. Smoky
verdict
in the smoke. The peak is a diamond of a sharp frozen white, waiting for the tremor in the middle of the night. I'm standing in the valley where the air is so thin, watching the descent of the original sin.
The weight of the winter is 1,000,000 tons of ghost, siding with the gravity that I fear the most. A single soft whisper, a single sharp breath, to trigger the beauty of a magnificent death.
Crystalline and heavy, blinding and pure, the only kind of chaos that is built to endure. Caught in the silent avalanche tonight, buried in the powder and the cold white light. No sound in the falling, no scream in the slide, nowhere for the shivering spirit to hide. The world is a blanket, the world is a stone, the most peaceful ending that I've ever known.
The trees are all matchsticks, the rocks are all grained under the momentum of of the frozen white rain. I'll wrap my arms around the center of the cold to find the salvation that the prophets foretold.
The sky is a vacuum, the ground is a daze, lost in the center of the crystalline haze. We're sinking through layers of the ancient deep frost, counting the seconds that the living have lost. Crystalline and heavy, blinding and pure, the only kind of chaos that is built to endure. Caught in the silent avalanche tonight, buried in the powder and the cold white light. No sound in the falling, no scream in the slide, nowhere for the shivering spirit to hide. The world is a blanket, the world is a stone, peaceful ending that I've ever known.
Until everything is frozen and perfectly still.
The silence is the power, the silence is the grace, in the whiteout center of this holy place. Silent avalanche, cold white, caught in the silent avalanche tonight. Oh, buried in the powder and the cold white light. Oh, no sound in the falling, no scream in the slide, nowhere for the shivering spirit to hide. The world is a blanket, the world is a stone, the most peaceful ending that I've ever known. Silent avalanche that I've ever known. Silent avalanche. Silent avalanche. The apples are swollen with a forbidden juice, tied to the branch by a tightening noose. I'm stepping on shadows that crawl through the grass, watching the seasons and the centuries pass.
The roots are like fingers that clutch at the stone, guarding the secrets that the forest has grown.
I'll taste the temptation, I'll swallow the lie, under the gaze of a predatory sky. A poisonous harvest, a dangerous sweet, where the dark and the beautiful finally meet. Down in the wicked orchard tonight, wrestling the ghost of a flickering light. The fruit is a bird and the nectar is gall, waiting for the kingdom of the giants to fall. Stray from the path, lose your way in the deep, where the promises of the devil are cheap.
I'll carve your initials in the bark of the pine, a permanent mark of a love so malign. The crows are the jurors, the owls are the judge, holding an ancient and shivering grudge.
The wind is a whisper of a long ago sin, lifting the latch so the cold can come in. We're lost in the thicket, we're caught in the maze, blinded by the thick and the sulphurous haze. A poisonous harvest, a dangerous sweet, where the dark and the beautiful finally meet. Down in the wicked orchard tonight, wrestling the ghost of a flickering light. The fruit is a bird and the nectar is gold, waiting for the kingdom of the giants to fall. Stray from the path, lose your way in the deep, where the promises of the devil are cheap.
When the hunger is real in the wicked orchard where the spirits all kneel. Wicked orchard, taste the poison.
Down in the wicked orchard tonight, wrestling the ghost of a flickering light. The fruit is a bird and the nectar is gold, waiting for the kingdom of the giants to fall. Straight from the path, lose your way in the deep, where the promises of the devil are cheap. Wicked orchard, wicked orchard. I'm carved from the silence of a mountain of white, a statue of longing in the middle of the night. My skin is a surface, polished and cold,
hiding the stories that were never quite told. I'm the sculptor who lost his way in the dark,
searching for a pulse or a heavenly spark.
I'll trace the patterns that run through your chest,
looking for a place for a wanderer to rest. Frozen in time, captured in stone, the most beautiful prison I've ever known. Blood is flowing through the marble veins, breaking the locks in the heavy iron chains. A heartbeat of limestone, a spirit of clay, turning the night into a permanent day. We are the statues that learn how to feel, turning the stone into something that's real.
The chisel is broken, the hammer is gone, leaving us here in the gray of the dawn. I feel the vibration of the world through your hand, across the expanse of this desolate land.
The moss is a carpet on our pedestals of grief, bringing a temporary and fragile relief. We're shedding the minerals, we're shedding the weight, defying the laws of a motionless fate. Frozen in time, captured in stone, the most beautiful prison I've ever known. Blood is flowing through the marble veins, breaking the locks in the heavy iron chains. A heartbeat of limestone, a spirit of clay, turning the night into a permanent day. We redemption we were too afraid to ask. Marble veins pulsing warm. Blood is flowing through the marble veins, oh, the marble veins, breaking the locks in the heavy iron chains. A heartbeat of limestone, a spirit of clay, turning the night into a permanent day. We are the statues that learn how to feel, turning the stone into something that's real. We're breathing marble veins, marble veins, marble veins. The peak is a diamond of a sharp frozen white, waiting for the tremor in the middle of the night. I'm standing in the valley where the air is so thin, watching the descent of the original sin.
The weight of the winter is 1,000,000 tons of ghosts, siding with the gravity that I fear the most. A single soft whisper, a single sharp breath to trigger the beauty of a magnificent death. Crystalline and heavy, blinding and pure, the only kind of chaos that is built to endure. Caught in the silent avalanche tonight, buried in the powder in the cold white light. No sound in the falling, no scream in the slide, nowhere for the shivering spirit to hide. The world is a blanket, the world is a stone, the most peaceful ending that I've ever known. The trees are all matchsticks, the rocks are all grain, under the momentum of the frozen white rain. I'll wrap my arms around the center of the cold to find the salvation that the prophets foretold.
The sky is a vacuum, the ground is a daze, lost in the center of the crystalline haze. We're sinking through layers of the ancient deep frost, counting the seconds that the living have lost. Crystalline and heavy, blinding and pure, the only kind of chaos that is built to endure. Caught in the silent avalanche tonight, buried in the powder in the cold white light. No sound in the falling, no scream in the slide, nowhere for the shivering spirit to hide. The world is a blanket, the world is a stone, the most peaceful ending that I've ever known. is forged in a furnace of red, where the living are silent and the metal is fed.
I'm touching the blossom of a cold black rose,
tracing the geometry that the blacksmith knows.
The stem is a wire and the leaf is a blade, in the factory of shadows that the humans have made.
I'm harvesting anchors from the flower of steel, trying to remember how the soft things feel. Unbending beauty, a rigid design, the strength of the mountain in a delicate light. Oh, witness the rise of the iron petals tonight,
Shining like armor
in the flickering light.
they won't wilt in the winter,
They won't bend in the gale.
a love made of metal that was
Destined to fail, hotter than a heart,
heavier than a stone.
the most beautiful prison we have ever known.
The fragrance is rust and the nectar is oil, feeding the roots.
In the metallic soil,
I'll build you a bouquet of the scrap and the boat to survive the vibration
of the electric jode. No color in the orchard, just the gray and the tan, a mechanical nature and a structural plan.
We are blooming in the rivets,
We are growing in the gears, in the cold architecture of our industrial fears. Unbending beauty, a rigid design, the strength of the mountain in a delicate light. Oh, witness the rise of the iron petals tonight,
shining like armor.
in the flickering light.
They won't wilt in the winter, they won't bend
Bend in the gale,
a love made of metal that was
destined to fail, harder than a heart,
heavier than a stone.
the most beautiful prison we have ever known.
It's permanent,
It's cold,
a story of silver that's bought and sold.
but even the iron can melt in the heat when the fire of the spirit is finally complete.
Iron petals strike hard.
Oh, witness the rise of the iron petals tonight,
Shining like armor,
in the flickering light.
they won't wilt in the winter, they won't.
Bend in the gale,
A love made of metal that was
destined to fail, harder than a heart,
heavier than a stone.
the most beautiful prison we have ever known. Iron petals, don't let them rust. Iron petals, iron petals, The curtains are green, are dragging in the lake, beneath the heavy burden of a heart about to break. I'm hiding in the tresses of the emerald here, breathing in the dampness of the humid, stagnant air.
The bark is a skin that is wrinkled and old,
protecting the secrets that are better left untold.
I'll lean against the trunk,
I'll listen to the sap falling into the center of a beautiful leafy trap. Bending to the water, bowing to the ground, where the quietest kind of agony is found. Oh, under the heavy willow tonight, sheltered from the cruelty of the morning light. The branches are weeping, the shadows are long, humming the melody of a tired, drooping song. Let the leaves cover us, let the wood bend in the place where the vertical world begins to end.
The roots are a knot in the belly of the mud,
drinking from the rhythm of the subterranean flood.
I'll weave a new basket of the
Switch and the twine to hold all the failures of your spirit and mine.
The wind is a comb through the tangle of the limb,
as the visibility of the daylight starts to dim.
we're hanging like fruit that is too
Heavy to hold in a story of silver and a story of mold. Bending to the water, bowing to the ground, where the quietest kind of agony is found. Oh, under the heavy willow tonight, sheltered from the cruelty of the morning light. The branches are weeping, the shadows are long, humming the melody of a tired, drooping song. Let the leaves cover us, let the wood bend in the place where the vertical world begins to end. The willow is a priest, giving us the peace of the spirit at the very least. Heavy willow, soft pillow, under the heavy willow tonight, sheltered from the cruelty of the morning light. The branches are weeping, the shadows are a tired, drooping song. Let the leaves cover us, let the wood bend in the place where the vertical world begins to end. Heavy willow into the green, into the green. cracked stone, the deepest abandonment I have ever known. I'm chasing the mirage of a cool blue stream in the middle of a parched and a feverish dream.
My tongue is a parchment, my throat is a fire, the smoke of the memory of a liquid desire. I've been digging for water in the heart of the salt, watching the machinery of the universe halt. Not a drop to be found, not a cloud in the sky, watching the ocean of the spirit run dry. We are bound by an eternal thirst tonight, under the glare of a pitiless light, searching for the nectar, searching for the rain to drown out the fire of the spiritual pain. Infinite longing of permanent days, lost in the heat of the wandering haze. I'll trade all my gold for a sip of the dew that falls from the shadow of the memory of you. The desert is endless, the horizon is wide,
nowhere for a thirsty young spirit to hide. The canteen is heavy with the weight of the air, the final conclusion of a desperate prayer. We're drinking the heat, we're drinking the light, waiting for the deluge in the middle of the night. Not a drop to be found, not a cloud in the sky, watching the ocean of the spirit run dry. We are bound by an eternal thirst tonight, under the glare of a pitiless light, searching for the nectar, searching for the rain to drown out the fire of the spiritual pain. Infinite longing of permanent days, lost in the heat of the wandering haze.
Open wide to quench the ferocity that is burning inside. But the
drought is a teacher, the drought is a grace, finding our truth in this desolate place. Eternal thirst burned first. We are bound by an eternal thirst tonight, under the glare of a pitiless light, searching for the nectar, searching for the rain to drown out the fire of the spiritual pain. Infinite longing of permanent days, lost in the heat of the wandering haze. Eternal thirst, eternal thirst, still burning. Eternal thirst. from the silence of a mountain of white, a statue of longing in the middle of the night. My skin is a surface, polished and cold, hiding the stories that were never quite told.
I'm the sculptor who lost his way in the dark, searching for a pulse or a heavenly spark.
I'll trace the patterns that run through your chest, looking for a place for a wanderer to rest. Frozen in time, captured in stone, the most beautiful prison I've ever known. Blood is flowing through the marble veins, breaking the locks and the heavy iron chains. A heartbeat of limestone, a spirit of clay, turning the night into a permanent day. We are the statues that learned how to feel, turning the stone into something that's real.
The chisel is broken, the hammer is gone, leaving us here in the gray of the dawn. I feel the vibration of the world through your hand, across the expanse of this desolate land.
The moss is a carpet on our pedestals of grief, bringing a temporary and fragile relief. We're shedding the minerals, we're shedding the weight, defying the laws of a motionless fate. Frozen in time, captured in stone, the most beautiful prison I've ever known. Blood is flowing through the marble veins, breaking the locks and the heavy iron chains. A heartbeat of limestone, a spirit of clay, turning the night into a permanent day. We are the statues that learned how to feel, turning the stone into something that's real.
Let the light in,
Let the light in,
where the story of the life can finally begin. No more the sculpture,
no more the mask. Is this the redemption we were too afraid to ask?
marble veins pulsing.
Blood is flowing through the marble veins, breaking the locks and the heavy iron chains. Oh, a heartbeat of limestone, a spirit of clay, turning the night into a permanent day. We are the statues that learned how to feel, turning the stone into something that's real. Marble veins, we're breathing marble veins. Marble veins. reflecting on the puddles of the oil below. I'm walking the alley where the circuits are bare, feeling the static in the chemical air.
The sounds are all buzzing like a swarm of the bees, bringing the mechanical gods to their knees. There's a brown kind of poison on the edge of the steel, a reminder of all of the things that we feel.
Artificial light, natural decay, watching the digital world fade away. Caught in the neon rust tonight, a synthetic ghost in a flickering light. The metal is weeping, the cables are frayed in the beautiful mess that the humans have made. Shine like a diamond, bleed like a rose, the way that the electric energy goes.
I'm a signal in the wire, I'm a ghost in the code, looking for a shoulder and a place to unload. The iron is oxidized, the chrome is all gone, leaving us here in the radioactive dawn.
The billboards are peeling like a sunburned skin, revealing the hollow that is hiding within. Where sparks in the system, where cogs in the gear, trying to outrun the mechanical fear. Artificial light, natural decay, watching the digital world fade away. Caught in the neon rust tonight, a synthetic ghost in a flickering light. The metal is weeping, the cables are frayed in the beautiful mess that the humans have made. Shine like a diamond, bleed like a rose, the way that the electric energy goes. Electric energy goes. Neon rust, stay bright. Neon rust. a bone in the jaw of the night, feeding the world with a pale borrowed light. I feel the vibration deep under the skin, where the tides of the spirit and the body begin.
There's a white counter lit in the core of my frame, a cold burning center without any name. I'm hollowed by gravity, filled by the glow of a satellite rhythm that the mortals don't know. Calcium and silver, silver and soul, the only reflection that can make a man whole. It's in the lunar marrow, it's in the design. Your jagged trajectory is pulling on mine. A skeleton, a starlight, a framework of frost, counting the treasures that the daylight has lost. Deep in the center, white as a screen, living the life inside of a dream. I'll build you a ladder of a shriveled up pine to reach for the crater where the deities dine. The dust of the cosmos is under my nails as the strength of the earthly machinery fails.
The marrow is humming, the marrow is bright, breaking the density of the obsidian night. We are architects of the craters and plains, with the pull of the orbit running thick in our veins. Calcium and silver, silver and soul, the only reflection that can make a man whole. It's in the lunar marrow, it's in the design. Your jagged trajectory is pulling on mine. A skeleton, a starlight, a framework of frost, counting the treasures that the daylight has lost. Deep in the center, white as a screen, living the life inside of a dream.
Story of silver that will never grow old.
Lunar marrow, white, cold. It's in the lunar marrow, it's in the design. Your jagged trajectory is pulling on mine. A skeleton, a starlight, a framework of frost, counting the treasures that the daylight has lost. Deep in the center, white as a screen, living the life inside of a dream. Lunar marrow, the white line. Apples are swollen with the forbidden juice, tied to the branch by a tightening noose. I'm stepping on shadows that crawl through the grass, watching the seasons and the centuries pass.
The roots are like fingers that clutch at the stone, guarding the secrets that the forest has grown. I'll taste the temptation, I'll swallow the lie, under the gaze of a predatory sky. A poisonous harvest
a dangerous sweet, where the dark and the beautiful finally meet. Down in the wicked orchard tonight, wrestling the ghost of a flickering light. The fruit is a burden, the nectar is gone, waiting for the kingdom of the giants to fall. Stray from the path, lose your way in the deep, where the promises of the devil are cheap.
I'll carve your initials in the bark of the pine, a permanent mark of a love so malign. The
Crows are the jurors, the owls are the judge, holding ancient and shivering grudge. The wind is a whisper of a long ago sin, lifting the latch so the cold can come in. We're lost in the thicket, we're caught in the maze, blinded by the thick and the sulphurous haze. A poisonous harvest, a dangerous sweet, where the dark and the beautiful finally meet. Down in the wicked orchard tonight, wrestling the ghost of a flickering light. The fruit is a burden, the nectar is gone, waiting for the kingdom of the giants to fall. Stray from the path, lose your way in the deep, where the promises of the devil are cheap. The spirits all kneel. Wicked orchard, taste the poison. Down in the wicked orchard tonight, wrestling the ghost of a flickering light. The fruit is a burden, the nectar is gall, waiting for the kingdom of the giants to fall. Straight from the path, lose your way